Hi guys, we have got a lot of stuff. Well, actually, we don't have a lot of stuff to open tonight, but there's a lot of stuff in what we're going to open tonight. I think that's probably the better way to say it. So we'll start off this evening with a Yeah, I used to be able to speak. We'll start off tonight with a tristar Game Day Greats autograph football jersey. We will then open a full case of Gold Rush Gem Mint football, and then we will open a half case of Bowman baseball jumbo. So that's kind of what we've got on tap tonight. As always, we start with a little information, so let's run through that. First up, thank you. I appreciate everyone who bids with me, breaks with me, chats with me, even if you just stop by to watch the video at some point. I appreciate everyone who participates, so thanks to everybody. Secondly, my feedback is completely automated on eBay. What that means to you is anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. You don't ever have to wait on me to get caught up, which is a good thing because a lot of times I don't feel like I'm ever caught up. We're going to take a look here at the things coming up over the course of the next 5 days. This is stuff that's already listed on eBay. I list new things most nights, and they almost always run for 5 days. So tomorrow night, we're going to break the back half of the Bowman Jumbo that we're going to start on tonight. Tuesday night will be a case of National Treasures basketball. Wednesday, we will open a Gold Rush full-sized helmet. We'll open another Game Day Greats jersey. And we will open a full case of 2018 Majestic football, which comes out that day. So it comes out Wednesday. We're going to break it Wednesday. Thursday, we'll open a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures, a case of Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs, and we'll do a little more Bowman Jumbo. Friday, we'll do another case of Majestic football, another case of National Treasures basketball, and some more Bowman Jumbo. So that's what it looks like in the 5 days ahead. And tonight, of course, I already ran down this once, but let's go through it again. Our break order tonight is the way you see it listed there. So it'll be the autographed jersey first, the Gold Rush second, and the Bowman Jumbo third. If you're in one of the first two breaks, which is the jersey and Gem Mint, those are free shipping breaks. So typically when you bid on something from me that has free shipping, it's going to go out probably 6 or 7 days after the auction ends, maybe sooner. You know, sometimes it hitches a ride with something else you have coming. But anticipate that going out about Friday. Our paid shipping break tonight, that's Bowman Jumbo. I have it up there for Wednesday. There's a slight possibility I can get it out to you a day ahead of that. But to be on the safe side, we're going to leave it there for Wednesday. As always, shipping dates are plus or minus a day. Something goes well, you may get it sooner. Something goes wonky in the week, it might slide to a day later. Finally, if you are in one of these first two breaks and your team is not pulled, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card for your team. It's usually going to be sent with your next package that goes out when you pull something. If you want it sent by itself sooner, I can do that. All you have to do, jump into eBay, send me a message. We'll work out the details, okay? So first up tonight, 2018 TriStar Game Day Great Autograph Football Jersey, break number 3. It ended tonight, the 6th of May, and we're live streaming it tonight, Sunday, the 6th of May. Our team names are on the left with the winning bidders across from it there on the right-hand side. And, of course, I'll put up one of these spreadsheets before every break. So if you're not in this one, you're still going to get a chance to see your name in lights up there when we do get to your break. Finally, you will notice here that the background is going out of focus. That is intentional, and we're still going to be able to see everything just fine. So not to worry. Do not adjust your eyes. We're in good shape. I just don't like using autofocus. I think it's super distracting when it's always zooming in and out. All right, Game Day Greats jersey. Where is the seal? There it is. I always have such fun stuff in here. I'm always interested to see what comes out of Game Day Greats because it can be anything. It can be new, old, whatever. Oh, this is actually very cool, guys. This is Jim Plunkett, right, for the Raiders. So, very cool. We just pulled Jim Plunkett autographed card out of something the other day. So, I'm not going to unfold this bad boy, but there is the signature there for Mr. Plunkett. There is a JSA authentication sticker. I don't know why it's kind of washing out for some reason in the light. There's a second authentication sticker that says GT Sports Marketing, I believe. And then, of course, there's your JSA card, and then this little informational card goes along with it. So, the Oakland Raiders hit tonight with the nice autographed Jim Plunkett jersey. So, congrats if you have the Raiders. Okay, next up, we're going to be into some Jim Mint football. And I'm pretty excited about this myself. This just came out, I don't know, Wednesday, I think it was, something like that. So we're finally getting time to get into it. So you probably just saw this, but occasionally people do jump in and out. So in case you didn't see it earlier, please take a minute there if you're in this break for Jim Mint. Note that your shipping date is approximately Friday, and that if you don't pull something, that you are still entitled to a consolation card. Typically, we'll go with your next hit. Can go sooner if you ask me. So this is 12 packs. They put them in packs, not boxes, but 12 packs of 2018 Gold Rush Jim Mint football, which makes up a full case. This is break number 1. And like everything else, it ended tonight, the 6th of May, and we're live streaming it Sunday night as well. Same format as before. You see teams on one side, bidders across from it on the opposite side. So Jim Mint is all full of graded cards. It's so much fun. I'm really super excited about getting into it, and I hope we pull something amazing. Hi, Irish Pride. Hi, Superfly. Who do you have in here tonight, Ryan? Who do you have in Jim Mint? You know I'm terrible about remembering who has what. I try to, but I'm just bad at it. I really am. I see so much stuff in any given day, right? I just can't always hang on to all of the strenuous details. All right, there's our empty box. Here are our 12 packs of Jim Mint. And we're getting ready to rock. Hi, T. Cassidy. How are you today? All right, does this have a little notch in it? Yeah, maybe, hopefully. I think so. Well, I made one. If it doesn't have one, I just made a notch for it. So there you go. All right, so first out here, this is Odell Beckham Jr.'s rookie card, graded out of Topps Chrome, or Topps Finest, sorry. And it is graded 9.5. So a little Odell Beckham Jr. rookie card with a 9.5 grade for the Giants gets things started. Oh, you wanted the Jags in this break? Yeah, I mean, you never know what is going to come out of Jim Mint. And sometimes you find autographed stuff and patch cards. Sometimes you find really incredible stuff that you're not expecting. So you never kind of know. So this is Joe Montana, and is that numbered? It is, oh, it's the glossy version, okay. And it's out of 17 Classics. It is also 9.5 for the 49ers. Of course, the nice part about this is you do not have to wait or pay to get these cards graded. And of course, we all know, it's kind of getting expensive. I cannot get in this. It's kind of getting expensive to get cards graded these days, but the worst part of it is it just takes forever to get them back. Antonio Brown out of Topps Chrome Mini, graded to 9.5. So there's an AB out of Topps Chrome Mini. And is he, I don't know, I don't guess that's numbered. Some of these it's hard to tell what's numbered and what's not. Teddy Bridgewater, Road to the NFL, 9.5 Jim Mint out of Prestige, 2014 Prestige for Teddy Bridgewater. Jeff said you wanted the Lions and the Panthers, but you were outbid. So you hope they don't pull anything good. That's kind of funny. I understand what you're saying, though. C.J. Anderson out of 2013 Select. That is, of course, autographed as well. And it's 9.5, of course, Gem Mint. These are all going to be 9.5 or higher, but 9.5 grade on the card, a 10 grade on the autograph. So the Broncos with a nice little C.J. Anderson hit out, hit out of Select. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, you're talking about well, first of all, guys, if you're logged in watching, if you're watching live and you can't see chat, you need to A, log into YouTube, and B, if you're on a mobile device, you would also want to click on the link that says you want to view the desktop version. This is really nice for the Ravens. Rookie jumbo jerseys, Torrey Smith out of 2011 Limited, and frankly, I love that patch. That is a really awesome patch. And once again, of course, graded to 9.5. We've got an autograph on that one as well. So nice. And numbered to 25, 19 of 25. So nice little hit for the Ravens. So Superfly is saying in chat that he wanted to get his Matt Stafford graded, and it was going to cost him $40. And that's the thing, you know. It also depends on a lot of factors, one of which is the value of the card. So it can get kind of pricey sometimes. Emmitt Smith out of 2016 Leaf Clear is our next hit for, of course, the Cowboys. Jeff says, well, he doesn't hope that the Lions and the Panthers do badly. He just doesn't want to see anything really good come out while he's watching, since he didn't keep the bid on it. Matt Forte, this is out of Select, 2013 Select Hot Stars, Red Prism, of course, and once again, a 9.5. Everything's going to be at least 9.5, so I don't guess I really have to keep saying that. I'm just in the habit of saying it whenever we see something graded. Corey Coleman out of USA Football. And that is 2012 Upper Deck USA Football, Corey Coleman. And, oh, is that going to be the Browns? Ooh, I got to look that one up. Hang on. Hold on a minute, please. I don't know why. For some reason, I think that's the Browns, but I could be completely wrong on that. I'm just kind of drawing a blank. So I'm looking it up and making sure that I am right. Yeah, it is the Browns. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I won't mess it up. Sometimes I get them in my head and then they turn out to, I've got the wrong thing in my head, so. This is coming up for the Colts, and it's a little Andrew Luck. Nice. 2012 Topps rookie sideways passing. And it is a perfect 10. PSA Gem Mint perfect 10 for the Andrew Luck rookie out of Topps. That's a very nice little hit, actually. Superfly is warning people away from his team when it comes time to Majestic. He says you need to stay away from his Lions when we break Majestic because he intends to win them. So you have been warned, as they say. Uh-oh, there is Christian McCaffrey, but he's sorry about that. I know that's one you didn't want to see come out, but this is 2017 Leaf Draft Touchdown Machines, Christian McCaffrey, which of course will be for the Panthers. Yeah, Irish Pride, we've got some pretty cool stuff coming out of here tonight, in my opinion. I like Gem Mint, though. It's always a lot of fun. And Jamal Adams is a draft picks, I believe. Isn't Jamal Adams, isn't that a Packer? We'll have to double check that one, too. It is numbered to 25 out of course, 2017 Elite Draft Picks. It's the die-cut blue, and, of course, obviously signed. You can see that. But let me make sure that I know where Jamal Adams goes, because sometimes I mess them up, and I don't want to mess it up. So occasionally I call one wrong, and if I find it later, of course I let you know if you're affected, but I prefer just to do it right up front. No, it's the Jets. See, there you go. That's why I've got to look it up, because I would have, for some reason, I had in my head as the Packers. Jamal Adams is the Jets. All right. So let's recap then. Jamal Adams for the Jets. The Christian McCaffrey for the Panthers. Superfly says some of these probably just got back last week. Well, you're probably right. They probably just got them back right before they released the product. Beautiful little Andrew Luck rookie there with a perfect grade of 10 and PSA graded no less. And then Corey Coleman, which of course was the Browns. Forte for the Bears. The nice Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys. This is an awesome patch for the Ravens. I mean, I just love that patch. That is really sweet. And numbered to 25. C.J. Anderson, rookie auto out of 2013 Select for the Broncos. Little Teddy Bridgewater, Road to the NFL out of 2014 Prestige. The Antonio Brown Mini, Topps Chrome Mini, out of, what year was that? 2015. Joe Montana, Glossy, out of Classics. And then the nice Odell Beckham Jr., rookie out of Topps Finest. So there we go, guys. That is this case of Gem Mint football. Always fun. Always something cool in there, so yay. Jeff said, well, at least it wasn't an autograph on his Christian McCaffrey. That made him feel better, so all right, okay. So if you, all my football guys that are getting ready to take off, probably, thank you once again. I always appreciate you. You're welcome to stick around, though. You can hang out and chat with me and watch some baseball if you want. We're going to be doing that for a little while. So, Bowman Jumbo Baseball, of course, this is a paid shipping break. I'm anticipating a Wednesday ship date. There is a slight possibility I can get it out the door sooner, and if I can, I most certainly will. There always runs the risk that something weird happens in the week and it falls a day later, but right now I don't really think that's going to be a problem. Of course, I guess we never think the unexpected is going to happen, do we? That's why it's unexpected. So this is 4 boxes of 2018 Bowman Jumbo Baseball. It's a half case break, and this is break number 1 of the Jumbo. Of course, we've broken a bunch of the hobby, but now we're starting on the Jumbo, so I'm starting it back as number 1 since it's Jumbo. And, of course, it ended tonight, May the 6th. We're live streaming it Sunday night, May the 6th. Same format that you are accustomed to. You will find your eBay username across from your team. Since this is the start of a new case, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take all of the boxes out of here, and I will number them on the end, and that is what will determine which ones we open tonight versus which ones we're going to open tomorrow night in the next break of this case. That's the way I typically do this stuff whenever we start. Hey, this is in there tight. Whenever we start a new case, this is generally how I do it. And that's just to keep everything really transparent so that everybody can see, you know, how the boxes are chosen that are opened on any given night. So this is just kind of, it's a habit I got into a long time ago, and I just kind of roll with it. So, whoops, what did I do there? Hit my little mat. All right, so our boxes are all numbered up, and let's buzz over here to random. This is really easy. I'm just going to type in 1 through 8. I will hit random 1 single time, and the first 4 numbers that are listed will be the 4 boxes we open tonight. So it gives us 5, 1, 7, and 3. So 1, 3, 5, and 7. All the odd numbers. How about that? What are the odds of that? Maybe that's going to be a good omen, right? Because that's kind of unusual that it would have chosen all of the odd numbers. So maybe, oops, I'm knocking things over back here, all over the place. So maybe that's a good omen, and it means we're going to hit something super amazing. Let me put this back in the case, this other half, and then we'll get started. So most of you have probably done a bunch of bowman breaks by now, if not this year and other years, but probably this year too. So here's what is going on right there. Huh, that's weird. Do you see that? It's like something sticking up through the, I don't know what that is. I guess we're about to find out what that is. Maybe it's just just the box down under the flap, I guess. So the jumbo, of course, as you saw, there are 8 boxes per case. There are going to be 10 packs in here. Oh my gosh, can't get that out of there. And what, 32 cards pack, so 320 cards per box of jumbo. In those 320 cards, we will find 3 autographs. Of course, in our regular hobby, we find 1. In here, we're going to find 3. There will be loads and loads of parallels and numbered things. We'll kind of talk about those as we come up on them. And of course, there are also paper and chrome cards in here. Again, I know you guys probably know most of this. However, I just like to go over it in case someone doesn't. And I'm going to get out a few sleeves here so I don't have to dig in that little pack every time. In general, I've been finding 1 Otani paper base per box, so I expect that's probably going to continue tonight, but we might have a slightly different ratio in jumbo, so we'll kind of feel our way through that as we go along. This is one of our insert series. It is Bowman Scouts Top 100. We'll find quite a few of those. That particular insert series does not refract. Most of the other insert series that we find tonight will refract. Here comes a nice little Otani numbered paper to 250. So a couple of Otanis already out of pack number 1. It's making the Angels maybe feeling a good vibe. Bowman Birthdays. This is another insert series that we're going to find throughout. All of those will be refractors. Ditto with our talent pipelines. Those each will refract as well. And I put all of the refracted stuff in a sleeve, but I'm not going to do it while we're breaking because I have found that it just takes a lot longer. So I'll do that after the break, but those will all also go into a sleeve before, they go out to you. Yeah, definitely. I mean, for sure, Ryan, the Angels had a nice start there out of the first pack. I mean, that numbered Otani is definitely a little money in the bank, for sure. Our Bowman Scouts Top 100. Rookie of the Year favorites. We'll find a number of these throughout as well. That one is Devers. Those, again, will all refract. And here we have a nice little atomic refractor signature, Ahmed Rosario to 100 for the Mets. That's quite a nice little hit there for the Mets. Both signature and atomic into 100. So I think so far so good, right? Our first couple of packs here have been good. Let's hope the heat stays with us tonight. You just saw Matt Hall go by again, Ryan. Yeah, I don't know. You guys know I'm terrible about, I don't look at the base really all that much when we go through, unless it's obviously somebody like Otani, something like that. Yeah, we're going to stop and take a little better look, but outside of that, not a whole lot. Bowman Trending, that's a new insert series that just started this year. Those all refract as well. For the Marlins, Brian Miller, a blue chrome parallel numbered to 150. Yeah, I wish we could just buy only jumbo. That would make me so happy. They don't let us do that, though. We have to buy the hobby to get the jumbo, and they know everybody wants the jumbo, so they hold your feet to the fire, and you have to spend enough to get it. Mackenzie Gore for the Padres, our Bowman Scouts, top 100. My Pelicans got thrashed today, man. I know we're breaking baseball, but I was just thinking about that game, and man alive, they just got eaten up. That was terrible. It was like 118 to 92 or something, just awful. My teams have not had a good sports weekend, right? Other than, okay, it's not a team, but I did do well Oaks and Derby with my horses, but my teams did not play very well this weekend. Ooh, just got smashed. Although I like lots of NBA teams, but I really did want the Pelicans to win. Brian Matta to 250 for the Red Sox. That is purple paper parallel. So I guess it's a good thing I had the horse racing to fall back on, because otherwise I would have been pretty depressed. I mean, good grief. Marlins smoked the Reds 6-0 on Saturday. Nola gets crushed today. Has been crazy. Here's our Ohtani paper base. A little Nick Senzel action there. Bo Bichette and Bowman trending. I like Bo Bichette. I like baby Vlad, too. Vlad and Bo both, I think, will do well for the Blue Jays. I have a few Bo autos kind of stashed, but I don't have any baby Vlad. I need to send the bows off and get them graded, but no baby Vlad for me, not yet anyway. Here's our second autograph. It's for the Cubbies, and it is chrome purple parallel, numbered to 250 for Alzolay. So right now we're setting with the Cubs and the Mets with our first two hits out of this box. One hit still hiding in here, still yet to find. Of course, you know, I do like the numbered parallels and things that we can pull out of Bowman Jumbo, but I also really like that in Bowman Chrome, when you get to the jumbos, it's just the hits now, and you don't have all the other stuff. If they would make the jumbo with like the autographs, but still give us some numbered parallels, it would be perfect. Austin Voth to 499 refractor for the Nationals. And that way, you know, we would have a chance to open the wax or the hobby and get all of our base out of there, and then open the jumbo for just the hits. It would be perfect if they would just add in some numbered parallels in the jumbo. But then we'd probably never be able to buy it. It's hard enough to be able to buy Bowman as it is. Good grief, they do not make it easy. They don't ever let you buy as much as you want to buy of anything, it seems like. So we've got a few cases of jumbo that I'm going to basically break over the course of the next week. We'll be through, if not entirely through with the jumbo by this time next week, we'll maybe have one break left or something. I'm going to power through the vast majority of the jumbo pretty quickly over the next 6 days here, 6-7 days. Because we'll have Tier 1 coming out. Not this Wednesday, but next. So 10 days away, roughly, before we'll get into Tier 1. And I would like to have all of the Bowman Jumbo handled by the time we hit Tier 1. Our Bowman Sterling continuity out of this box is Baby Vlad. For the Blue Jays, hey, here's our hit right behind it. It's Escobar for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So that last autograph hung in there pretty well. It ended up, we just got one pack left to look at with no, before we hit all three of the autographs. Always kind of like it better when they're spread out than when you hit them all together. Because then you're just like, oh, wow, we got all these packs left to open, and I know there's no chance for an autograph in it. Yeah, Ryan, the jumbo is, of course, lots of fun. They always are. The jumbos are always lots of fun with Topps. They put the good stuff right in the middle, you know, kind of like, what's that candy? Tootsie Roll Pops. Remember those? I don't know why I set that one over there. That's the one we've already looked at, but for some reason I had it stacked in the wrong place. Where you had to go through the, like, sucker part to get to the Tootsie Roll in the middle. That's how I feel about jumbos. You know, we have the base, of course, in the front and the back, but our nice little meaty center is all of the good cards in Topps jumbo. Jimenez is another Bowman Sterling hit out of this box. Or I consider them hits anyway. They're one per box in the hobby, and of course we just pulled two out of here. But how close is your local card store, Ryan? You said that you wish you had one closer. How far away are they? Do they ship? Maybe you could get them to ship it to you. Of course, you can buy it online at various places too, but price gets hiked way up. Of course, honestly, a lot of the local guys do the same thing when they see the demand for something. It is, in my experience, not uncommon at all for a local store to jack up the price considerably, even though they paid the regular release price. So you never know. Sometimes local stores are cheaper, sometimes they're not. Our Otani paper base. A little Nick Senzel Bowman Scouts top 100. Mejia for the Indians Bowman Sterling insert. I guess we could look at the back of that too. I usually flip them. Our first autograph out, it is for the Angels. First autograph out of this box. But it's not who you wanted. It is Chris Rodriguez, first Bowman for the Angels. And while I'm sure the Angels are glad to have the return on investment, I'm equally sure that they would prefer to have Adele or Otani on that card. At least right now. You never know. Down the road, we might all be saying, wow, that Chris Rodriguez was an awesome hit. Oh, so they were asking, yeah, 45 miles is a bit of a hike. So online, you said they're asking 180 a box for the jumbo. I hadn't looked at it lately to see. I actually thought it was more than that. That seems like not a bad price, to be honest. I really did think it was higher than that. because the cases were just under or just over 3,000 the last time I looked. So, or maybe that was, I think, oh, maybe that was the case of hobby. I don't know. That seems like a pretty good price, honestly, for the jumbo, all things considered. But I guess there's different ways to look at it too. You could take the same, depending on the team you want, you could take the same $180 and buy into a bunch of different breaks and have more possibilities to pull what you want, unless you're looking for a really high dollar team, and then that would be a different scenario, of course. Willie Calhoun, Jack Flaherty. Our next autograph is for the Astros. Bukowskis, or something kind of maybe not even remotely close to that. I don't know. Okay, we all know I can't pronounce 2/3 of the names properly. I don't even pronounce the names properly of players on my own teams most of the time. Alex Verdugo for the Dodgers, a little Bowman birthday for Francisco Lindor, and a talent pipeline for the White Sox. So Molina, I'm sure everybody by now has seen the video where he got hit in a very unfortunate place by a foul ball tipped into his groin area. And that was Saturday, I want to say. Was it Friday or Saturday? I think it was Saturday. But anyway, he had to have surgery. So, yeah, now he's going to be out for, I think they said a month, maybe, a month or two. Wayne, I did open up Gold Rush Gem Mint. It was fun, too. We had some cool stuff in there. You were in there, right? You were in that. Or were you? Yeah, you were in that, I think. Not the jersey break. I remembered seeing your user ID tonight. I just can't remember which auction I saw it with. Kansas City Royals, Jake Kalish to 125. Kalish, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so I don't know exactly what, I mean, I guess the Cardinals will, maybe the Cardinals will call somebody up to take his place. I don't know. Or maybe they already have. I just saw the little blurb that he is going to have surgery and going to be out a month or so. Oh, you were in the jersey. Okay, the jersey was Jim Plunkett for the Raiders, which was the second signed Jim Plunkett thing we've pulled in the last few days, oddly enough. The other one, I think, was out of Prime Signatures, maybe. My man, Hunter Green, to 250. A purple chrome parallel for my Cincinnati Reds. Oh, Ryan, I see, answered that too. Thank you, Ryan. You probably saw it and answered it faster in chat than I saw it and answered it verbally. So, thank you, Ryan. Yeah, we've been pulling some pretty good jerseys lately. I like both of the jerseys that we pulled out of Triple Play. I mean, the first one was Musial for the Cardinals, and then the one last night, of course, was Reggie Jackson for the Yankees. So those were both very nice. Of course, those are baseball. I know we were talking football, but those $4.99 Jordan Hicks for the Cardinals. I was just kind of thinking in general what we've pulled jersey-wise recently. Both of those baseball were quite nice out of the Triple Play boxes. And then our last Game Day Greats was Jameis Winston, which was also very nice from the Bucks. And then, of course, the Plunkett tonight. So, all in all, our jersey's been doing pretty well lately. think there is a checklist for that for the jerseys, but you could check it out. It's TriStar is who puts those out. So you could go to the TriStar website and see if they have a checklist. I kind of doubt they do. They normally don't for their stuff. The only thing I remember from this, well, I remember a couple of things from the sell sheet info from the time at which I ordered them, which was a little bit back. One is that they had 160 unique signers in this series, so 160 different possibilities. And the other was that they have, oh, why did I just go blank? Oh my gosh. Just totally went blank. I can't remember his name. Just saved my life right now. I know his name. Saquon Barkley. Whew, I hate when I do that. So Saquon Barkley is in TriStar in this series. So it would have to be, I would guess, a collegiate jersey because the series came out before the draft, before we knew where he had been drafted. So it would have to be a collegiate jersey for him. But, of course, it would go to the Giants if we were to pull it. But that's really the two things I remember the most. Of course, TriStar will do a mix of what they call, well, of active players, of Hall of Famers, and they call the other group football favorites. So like Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, those would be, they're active, but they would also fall into the football favorites category. So they kind of give you an idea of what's in there. Like they'll tell you 10, 15 players that are definitely in there. And then beyond that, I don't really think there's a full checklist. But their website might have one. I don't know. Wayne, you had Saints, Cowboys, and Texans. There was a Cowboy. I think it was a leaf clear, but I don't remember the player. I don't think we pulled any Saints, and I don't remember any Texans, but that's not to say I'm not 100% sure if there were Texans, but there were not Saints. I feel pretty good saying there were not Saints, and there was definitely a Cowboy. Hi, Ryan. Yeah, Jim Mint went already. We're already on our second box of Bowman Jumbo, so Jim Mint went back a little bit ago. We started early tonight, remember? We started at 9:30 tonight, so we've already been at it for 45 minutes tonight. Freddie Freeman to 499 for the Braves. Any White Sox hits out of tonight, out of this? No signatures that I remember, Raiders. But of course, we recap the numbered cards and the signatures at the end of the break. So anybody who's jumped in here late into Bowman, you will get a chance to see any of our numbered cards and signed cards at the end of the break. Ryan, off the top of my head, I don't remember any Falcons or Bengals, but that is not entirely to say that they weren't there. But I, off the top of my head, do not remember any. But I'm also not really particularly known for retaining all the hits out of something either. So, I'm sorry. I know, I'm bad about that. But it goes right back out because I've got more cards, I'm looking at immediately afterwards. I just don't retain it. Fabian for the San Francisco Giants, first Bowman. All right, that was the end of box 2, so that was our official halfway point. This is the beginning of box 3 coming out of the plastic right now. Yeah, Raiders, as I said, we haven't had any White Sox autographs come out of here. I don't remember if we had anything numbered, but again, I will recap all that as soon as we wrap up the break. I will recap all of the numbered stuff and all of the autograph stuff. So you're still going to get a chance to take a look at it. Yeah, Wayne, sorry my memory is not better than it is, but I do know if you had Dallas, there was definitely a Cowboy. I'm pretty sure that's the one that was out, a leaf clear card, but boy, beyond that, I do not remember many of the specifics. For the except I don't think there were Saints. That's the 250 for the Angels, purple chrome parallel. We also haven't had any redemptions, Raiders, to answer your other part of that question. I didn't see the redemption part of that question a second ago. We haven't had any redemptions come out of here. Everything has been live in the product so far. Oh, Brenda McKay. Hey, Giancarlo, paper to $4.99 for the Yankees. Bowman trending for puck. I can't believe tomorrow's already Monday. It seems like our weekend just went by so quickly. Maybe because there was so much going on with, well, at least for me there was, because I'm in Kentucky, and of course we had the Oaks and the Derby, which are big around here, and Cinco de Mayo as well, so it was kind of a busy weekend, and I'm not really ready for Monday. Quentin Holmes to 150 for the Indians. That is blue paper parallel. Oh, Ryan, did they have a checklist then? You said TriStar has an Eddie George original Oilers jersey. Is it in this series, or you're saying it's on there like to buy separately, or you're saying it's part of the Game Day Greats series? And did they have a whole checklist on there? If they did, I need to go print it out myself. I didn't. I'm just so used to TriStar not having a full checklist that it's kind of ingrained in me. Oh, so there is an Eddie George in this series. All right, that's cool. Good to know. And of course, you know it would go to the Titans. Because, you know, cards and jerseys, whatever, things stay with their franchise. So the Houston Oilers moved to Tennessee. They were first the Tennessee Oilers. They moved within the state of Tennessee and then renamed themselves as the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Texans are actually a completely different franchise, an expansion franchise. So any of those old Oilers guys, they go to the Titans bidding position. Ruiz for the Dodgers. That is green shimmer chrome to 125. Oh, yeah, so they didn't have a full checklist. I didn't think that they did, but I wasn't 100% sure. So that's kind of what my experience has been too. They'll name off, 12, 15, maybe 20 players or something. And then that's about all you know for sure that's in there. But they do have, as I said, 160 signers in this particular series. But the stuff's usually pretty good that comes out of Game Day Greats. It's actually usually really good. And ditto, when we get to the Leaf jerseys, those typically are also pretty nice hits the vast majority of the time. You don't get a lot of stuff that you'd be like, I'm not too wild about that. It's usually pretty good. Bowman Sterling continuity is Bryce Harper. Setting in behind that for the Oakland A's, we have Greg Deichmann with a little chrome signature for the A's. Put But most of the stuff from TriStar and from Leaf is pretty good. But particularly I like Game Day Greats jerseys because we almost always pull some nice stuff out of there. Although really Leaf we pull as much nice stuff out of too, I guess. But Game Day Greats is hard to get in quantity. Like I tried to order about twice as much as they actually let me buy. So I did not get nearly the number that I wanted of them, but I'll have to go pick them up somewhere on secondary market after we sell through what I've got here. And we're not too far out from TriStar mini helmets either. Those are always fun. I usually break those by the half case. We might do a few of them individually, but I like breaking those by the half case, so it's usually what I do. A signature hit for the Mets with Andrés Giménez. So the Mets have had a couple of hits in here. That is an interesting signature right there. It's kind of all, like there's multiple lines. So he signed a bunch of letters or whatever, but just kind of all right on top of one another. That's an interesting signature. Oh, yeah, they definitely have some multi-sign stuff in there. But, you know, Gold Rush has a great multi-sign program. Most anytime you see Gold Rush helmets or jerseys, there are always options for multi-sign stuff in them. In fact, they're one of my, as you know, Gold Rush, one of my other favorites for that sort of thing. And you can do some damage with some of that multi-sign stuff. You pull the right item, of course. I do have some more triple play, so I'll get that up probably Saturday. What I'm thinking we might do on Saturday is we may do a bunch. We may do all three sports and then do some memorabilia maybe for each of the three sports, and then do some either mixed breaks or some multi-box breaks, like where maybe we would normally do one box of whatever, you know, 20 templates and patches. Maybe we'll do 2 of that or something like that. But we'll probably, I'm probably going to do a bunch of stuff like that Saturday, maybe Sunday too. We might do as many as 8 or 10 breaks on Saturday and Sunday, but all of them would be, relatively speaking, quick breaks. We wouldn't do 8 or 10 that would be super, super time consuming, so that we'd be breaking for like 4 hours or something. But I think we might do some of that. Have a little fun with that. There's a nice Acuna Bowman Sterling for the Braves. So I have been so busy lately because so much of what we've opened has been heavy in base cards. I have not had a lot of time to work other stuff into the rotation that we typically open. And it's not a matter of not having time to break it. It's a matter of having time to list it and sort it and all of that stuff. So we haven't done as much of that as I might prefer. So kind of leaning towards something along those lines for Saturday and or Sunday. Maybe one day, maybe both. And the Angels hit another Chris Rodriguez blue chrome parallel to 150. I don't know. I might have some momentum. I did have some momentum. Are you talking? Well, wait a minute. Which sport are you talking about? Basketball or football? I should clarify that first before I answer, because I definitely don't have any more momentum basketball here right now. I don't know if I have any more momentum football. I might have. Because I break that. Well, I used to break that a lot. I haven't broken it as much recently. But I don't know if I have any 12 or 13 around here or not. I might have. Well, 13 is what I mostly broke. I think I broke 12 maybe once or twice, but I broke 13 a fair amount of times, usually in the 5-box cases? I think it's 5-box cases, or maybe it's 10-box case. I don't know. Whatever it is. Yeah, I have broken it several times. But I'm not sure if I have any down there. I have a lot of 2013 stuff, and I have some other 2011 stuff, which I haven't dealt with either. So I've got a lot of different 2013 stuff down there. So Momentum may be in there. Why? Who are you looking for out of it? Has a lot of hits in it. That's the nice thing about it, of course. Momentum is jam-packed with hits. Gohara, nice little hit. Gold to 50, Bowman Scouts top 100 for the Braves. Followed by another nice hit for the Braves. This is a Kuna to 125, Shimmer Chrome Parallel. So Braves with a couple of nice pulls back to back out of that pack. Oh, Ansah. Yeah, definitely we've pulled that before. Or I feel like we have pulled that before. He's pretty prevalent in 13 stuff. I'm pretty sure I have 13 limited, maybe a case or two of that. I think I have probably a case or two of 2013 Rookies and Stars. Probably some 2013 Contenders cases. I just can't remember specifically if I still have Momentum down there or if we broke it all and I didn't reorder it. I don't know. Kopech for the White Sox and a Bowman Sterling continuity hit. Oh man, I saw the bird and I was like, oh, maybe we're gonna get Baby Vlad. We did not get Baby Vlad, but we did get Oliveras, numbered to 499 for the Blue Jays. I don't know. I'll try to remember to look down there, Ryan, and see if I have any more of that stashed away or not. Usually I break some of the older stuff in the off season, but it doesn't seem like we've had much of an off season for football. We've had so many products continuing to flow through the pipeline. I haven't had much of a break to get some of that stuff listed, which is usually why I keep it down there, to kind of fill in some gaps in between products in the off season. But you can, I'm sure, still find that online, though, too. I would imagine just about anybody would still have that. There was a lot of it floating around for a long time. For the Orioles, that is paper, purple parallel to 250, Jonathan Shoup. I actually wonder if I have any 2012 Momentum left, too. I'd like to open that if we do. Don't have as many things for baseball because, stuff usually sells out, so there's not as much opportunity to open past baseball. Not too much, anyway. Of course, we have been opening some of the 2012 Signature Series because I like that series. You can pull a lot of nice Hall of Famers out of there. It has a pretty good checklist of those types. And, of course, we're looking for Mike Trout in there, for a little Mike Trout rookie action in that Panini Signature Series. I think that's I'm pretty sure they have his rookie in there. He's definitely in there. Maybe his rookie's in there. Shohei. So I guess our ratio is holding true of approximately 1 per box on the Ohtani paper base. Whether it's jumbo or hobby, they seem to be coming out at about the same rate. I think maybe we had one case where the ratio was different. We either had one more or one fewer, but the majority of the time it's 1 per box. A Bowman birthday. And Washington Nationals hit with Daniel Johnson. Chrome. And of course, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, once we look at the last of these cards, I will go through and recap the numbered cards and our autographed hits from the break. And then after we do that, I will put the spreadsheet information up again just in case anybody missed it earlier or you just want to check it out again or whatever the case may be. We'll put that up after we do the recap as well. Closing in on it. And then, of course, the back half of this case we're breaking tomorrow night. Might be is that the only thing we're breaking tomorrow night? It might be. There's a couple of nights this upcoming week where I just had one thing scheduled. Because I knew I had a lot of stuff to do the early part of the week. That is numbered to 150. It is Travis Lakins for the Red Sox in a blue paper parallel. Bowman Sterling Continuity, Carlos Correa for the Astros. Well, if I could get it in the sleeve, that would be slightly helpful, wouldn't it? I wasn't trying, it didn't want to cooperate with me there. For the Dodgers, Jaron Kendall, first Bowman on card. Of course, these are all on card. Again, it's just habits, right? You know, get in the habit of saying on card when it is because we see so many stickers these days. But all of this stuff in Bowman is on card unless, I should put just a little caveat to that, unless it is one of the parallels. So if we find a signed Bowman Scout Top 100 or a signed Rookie of the Year favorite or anything like that, those are sticker autos. But outside of one of the parallels being autographed, the rest of the stuff in here would be on card. I always forget to say that. Somebody always reminds me. So this time I remembered, yay. For the White Sox to 499, that's Michael Kopech on a paper parallel, paper numbered parallel. All right, so that is this half case. Let's take a look here to recap. Actually, I may as well just leave these in my hand. We'll start with them. These are our Bowman Sterling continuity cards. Carlos Correa, Kopech, Acuna, Bryce Harper, Mateo, Mejia, Jimenez, and Guerrero. So our Bowman Sterling continuities came out, what, 8, I guess. So they're coming out at 2, an average of 2 per box out of Jumbo. They're an average of 1 per box out of Hobby. Our numbered cards, this is paper to 499, paper to 150, paper to 250, nice little chrome shimmer to 125, chrome to 50, chrome shimmer to 125, paper to 150, paper to 499, chrome purple to 250. Freddie Freeman is paper to 499, Hicks paper to 499, Hunter Green purple chrome to 250. This is chrome to 125, chrome to 499, paper to 250, chrome to 150, and paper to 250. Our autograph hits, the Jaron Kendall for the Dodgers, Daniel Johnson Nationals, Edward Olivares for the Blue Jays, Chris Rodriguez also in the blue parallel for the Angels, Andreas Jimenez for the Mets, Greg Deichmann for the A's, Fabian for the Giants, Bukowskis for the Astros, Rodriguez again for the Angels, Escobar for the Pirates, Alzolay for the Cubbies, and Rosario in a nice little atomic on-card to 150 chrome parallel for the Mets. So that is our recap for Jumbo Bowman tonight. And as promised, I'll put our spreadsheet up again here. Let me just get back over to that, and we'll take a quick look at it again in case you missed it earlier or just need to see it again for some reason. So again, expecting that Bowman Jumbo will go out on Wednesday. Slight possibility I could get it to you sooner. As always, if something weird happens in the week, could go later, but I think that probably Wednesday is our safest bet. And of course, our other items tonight were free shipping items, and will go out roughly the Friday the 11th. And then, of course, days ahead, tomorrow night is just the Jumbo. So we'll get rolling right at 10 o'clock, and there won't be any prelude. So we'll be starting immediately into Jumbo tomorrow night. Tuesday night is just National Treasures basketball. Wednesday, some memorabilia and a full case of Majestic, which that's the night that it comes out, 2018 Majestic football. Thursday, we'll do some more prime signatures, some autographed baseballs by the case, some more Bowman Jumbo. Friday will be a case of Majestic, a case of National Treasures, and a half case of Bowman Jumbo. So Friday night's going to be lots of fun. Well, every night's lots of fun, but you know what I mean. Multi-sport's always good. And that is it for me tonight. I thank everyone once again for joining me. I hope you had fun tonight. We pulled something good for you. And have a good start to your work week tomorrow. And we'll see you the next time. Bye now. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Superfly's telling me, oh, he finally won a Kerryon Johnson autograph. Awesome. Way to go, man. Did you use Auction Sniper? I'm telling you, it's a brilliant thing. If you haven't used it, you should. All right, guys. So I really am going now. We'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.